Hello and welcome to Knowledge by Nature. In today's video, I want to give you a look inside spelling connections. I just recently picked up level 3 as we are finishing up level 2 of All About Spelling, and we're going to be moving over into level 3, All About Spelling, and using this along with it. So if that is something you are interested in, be sure and stick around. All right, so I have been tweaking our spelling lessons a little bit. If you've been following for very long, you know that we went back and restarted All About Spelling. We did traditional spelling, which I really liked, but I have this thing of when it is a 5-day program and I'm midway, okay? So anyway, I'm getting over it, but that's why I left traditional spelling and went back to All About Spelling. One, it just always blew my mind that All About Spelling didn't seem to work for us because All About Reading worked so well. One of the reasons I don't think it worked so well when we tried it the first time, and I'll put a clip up here. This is a really old video, but it's a pretty good one to show you a lesson, do a lesson with All About Spelling. But this isn't really All About Spelling video, but I'm just telling you something here. So hold on just a minute, okay? All right, so left All About Spelling, came back to All About Spelling, but one, I think I was going way too fast. And so we would know the words and test good on the words, but then we wouldn't hold the words. So we would come back to those words a month later, and we can't spell those words a week later. And so I think it was we were going too fast. And so I have started, 1, slowing All About Spelling down, and 2, adding in more practice. And that is where this comes into play. Now, because I had already purchased traditional spelling, we actually used traditional spelling supplemental workbook with All About Spelling too. But this time I'm going with this. Okay, so here we go. Spelling connections, a word study approach. Now, I am slightly disappointed because I don't know that this is going to flow as well with level 3 as I had hoped. I will keep you updated on it. However, I do like the setup of this, and I think I'll use it anyways. So we have these 19 units on the front, which you can see we are talking about different sounds here. We have some reviews built in, and then we come over here where we have unit 36. So there are a lot of sounds that we are dealing with, and there are a lot of reviews, which I think is really, really neat. Next, we have a digital tutor, and I noticed there are quite a few QR codes, and so this is more ways to practice, okay? Now, I have not used this part of it yet, but I want to. So you can scan the little QR code there, and you can open up a little app or page where you can choose your level of difficulty. You can hear your spelling words that are used in a sentence, and then you can practice spelling the word correctly. So I think that's pretty cool that there's this digital addition to this as well, which would be really, really great, if you did any car school, things like that. So here you can see the QR code for Unit 1. Now, each unit has multiple pages of practice. And right here, we are going to be working with the short A and the short I sound. So it has a little explanation here at the top where we have 15 words using both of those sounds. In level 3, you see we have manuscript and cursive here, which again, I think is great for this level, especially we're really starting to get pretty good with our cursive. And so I want her to start writing words in cursive, and I like that they can see that there. Again, we have the word used in a sentence, and then we can sort. So the activity for the day is we're going to read the spelling words and the sentences, or do the digital tutor where that will happen for them, and then sort the spelling words on a separate piece of paper. If you don't already have another spelling book, you may want to get one dedicated if you're going to just use this solely for that. And so for sorting here, you're going to 1 through 9, write the short A and write the short I. So that would be day 1 of your lesson. Day 2 is we're coming over here and we're going to connect with phonics. So you're going to match ending sounds. So write the spelling words that rhyme with stand, and then circle the consonant blends, which are 2 consonants together. So if you're not using something that is already teaching you about consonant blends, it is mentioning that here. Then we have identify word structure, blend sounds, and then a dictionary check, which there's just some really, really cool things added in here that I'm liking. So here, a dictionary lists words in alphabetical order. I don't know what it is, but I feel super schooly when I get to use a dictionary or a thesaurus. I feel like we have legitimately done something that day. But yes, you're going to use your dictionary. Write the 3 spelling words that begin with the letters S, T in alphabetical order. Be sure to check your answers in a dictionary. I don't know. I just think that's cool. I like that. Take it or leave it. You know, it's your curriculum. Then next day, so that was day 2. So day 3, we have connect to reading. So we are going to, again, have our vocabulary words appear in this purple box. You're going to complete the analogies. So I think this is some really, really neat work. Beginning is to end as first is to last. And so they would fill all of that in. You're going to make inferences. So write the spelling word that fits each clue. Soldiers do this when they are at attention. And so you would look through here and you would write stand. And so I love all of this. And then here again, use context clues. Read this paragraph, write the spelling word that completes each sentence. So they would do that. This would be your next lesson. Okay, I believe we have 2 more. Nope. Okay, we have one more. So this is like, if you were going to use it, it would be like a 4-day if you were going to use like this in order or however. I don't even know that you'd have to do this in order, honestly. You could like, you know, if you liked writing one day, come back, do phonics the next day, whatever you want to do. Oh, you know what? This is unit 1 also. So that is not all of it. So each unit looks to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages that you can use. So whether you want to use this for 6 days, you want to combine a few, that's totally up to you. But there are 6 different ways that you can use each day. Connect to writing. And so they're going to proofread something. And so here we are proofreading a letter. Circle 8 words that are not spelled correctly in the letter below. Then rewrite the letter on the lines using correct spelling. Make the corrections shown by proofreading marks too. So it's pretty neat, and we're using write by number for our writing right now. And so we're getting used to these like proofreading and editing marks. And so now she's going to kind of get to be behind the wheel and edit that. I think she's going to dig this big time. I think she's going to like it a lot. So here you can see they kind of gave some examples of, okay, this was edited. We need to lowercase that. And so she would see, and she would have to make that correction on this section right here. But you can see that trip is misspelled, and that's what they're going to be looking for. They're looking for 8 words that are not spelled correctly. We have extended word study where we're looking at more words that are using those short A and short I sounds. We have syllables and sounds. Pattern power, where we're going to add, drop, or change one letter into each word. And then we have meaning mastery. So write words from the list to match each meaning. Any object, and then you would write the answer there. So that is another day's work. Now, this is the last page for Unit 1, which is really cool. Informational text on science. You're going to read the text. It has a lot of words with short A or short I. Then answer the questions below the text. So they're seeing those words being used, and then they are answering in the text. And then that is all of Unit 1. And we start the process over again, where we have our word study, connect to phonics, connect to reading, connect to writing, word study, and apply content areas. Okay, so that is each one that goes through there, but I'm sure that some of the activities are a little bit different. This one for our dictionary check, because you know I'm going to be doing these. Write the spelling word for each meaning. Use a dictionary to check your answers. So they're not putting it in alphabetical order this time, but they are still using a dictionary. I know somewhere back here they're using a thesaurus too, because I checked one of these already. We already used one of them. Just kind of flipping through this as I try to find. So these are all dictionaries. Here we were starting to use Unit 4 because we were already talking about the oi sound. So I had her go ahead and use that. Let's see here. So there is quite a bit here. Very colorful. I do like that. And so here I told you there was a thesaurus check, but I don't see it anywhere. Or maybe it was just thesaurus and, here. It's like, I knew there was a thesaurus in here. So here is where you're using the thesaurus. Write a spelling word that is a synonym for each of these words. Check your answer in a thesaurus. So I don't know how many there are because it didn't seem like there was a ton of them as I was flipping through. Most of them look to be a dictionary. But either way, it's following the same program. You've got this cool like informational text, which I think she's going to like as well. And so that is what we are going to be using. Now here is a review. Let's check that out really quick. This is a review that happens towards the middle of the book. This is Unit 18, and so we are reviewing Units 13 through 14. We have our diagraphs and our blends, and so they're going to write the spelling word that rhymes with the underlined word and completes the sentence. And so they can use from the word bank up here. For Unit 14, we had complex consonants, and that is soft G, soft C. So we've got the words that have the soft C sound, the words that have the soft G sound. Now we are doing Unit 15, where we have the schwa sound, and Unit 16 with the final syllable ul. So I like that there is review built in here. Review for Unit 17. So you see we had 13, 14, 15, 16. Now 17 is here with a study strategy. And this says spelling tic-tac-toe. Practice spelling words can be fun if you make it a game. So that's a cool little idea that they're adding in there. And then we have apply and extend. Apply the patterns to the new words. Extend the understanding with syllable types. So this is cool because we're still continuing to practice Units 13 through 17 with these last few here. And then we will start the next unit. You can see there's just a little bit of different activity. Again, we're kind of filling in the blanks of the missing letters. And then we are continuing with both print and cursive. Now, in the very back, I think there is just a few pages of information here. Let's take a look. Okay, yes, we have manuscript over here, and then we have cursive over here. So side by side of what the alphabet should look like. And then we have using a dictionary and using a thesaurus. So it kind of breaks down for how that has worked, what it's going to look like, what you're going to find in there. And then that looks like that's it. So I think this is going to be a really neat book to add along with All About Reading. Again, I don't think that it's going to blend quite as seamlessly as I had hoped, but it's going to be good practice anyway. So maybe we reviewed some of these in level 2, and now we've got level 3. Either way, it gives a lot of good practice, a lot of different ways of doing the words, and I do really like the way that it's set up. So as we continue to use this, I will definitely keep you updated. But otherwise, let me know if you have any comments or questions. Put them down below and give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video and consider hitting that subscribe button. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.